Jeffrey, I just got a call and I got a job offer and I have to move. I gotta leave. I hate to say it, but I gotta break my lease. What are the next steps? Look, bottom line is life is not always certain. And sometimes a life event may make it where a resident has to break the lease. Having a good and solid understanding of the responsibilities of all parties, as well as how to minimize a resident's financial obligation, will ensure that we go about the process as best as possible. In this video, we will cover the owner's responsibility, the resident's responsibility, and the game plan. Owner responsibility. Yes, it is true that a resident is financially responsible to the terms of the lease. However, it is also true that an owner and property manager are required to re-rent that property as quickly as possible. And in doing so, help the resident reduce their loss. A property manager needs to go through the leasing process. And once a new resident has been found, then the previous resident is no longer responsible to the lease. Resident responsibility. A key question from a resident is, what is my financial responsibility if I have to break the lease? The answer is, a resident is responsible for any cost associated with re-renting the property. This way, there's no financial loss to the owner. This boils down to the following three categories: standard move-out charges, leasing, and vacancy. Standard move-out charges. These are possible move-out charges for any move-out, regardless of whether you are breaking the lease or moving out at the end of the lease. For more information, you can review the associated blog. This goes over the move-out process for residents. I'll insert the link in the description. Leasing costs. When a property is leased, there is a leasing fee paid to the broker. This includes marketing the home, showing the home, screening the applicant, and moving that resident in. This leasing fee would be resident responsibility. Vacancy. The resident would be responsible for any vacancy. This is from the time they move out all the way to the time that the new resident moves in. To view an example, please be sure to read the full blog. I'll put the link in the description. Finally, game plan. The game plan to help a resident reduce vacancy is to work with them in putting the property back on the rental market and help go through the leasing process as quickly as possible. Look, we know firsthand this is a big checkpoint. Rest assured that we are here to help you navigate the situation as best as possible, and we'll work with you to help you reduce your financial obligation.